Pato O'Ward will punch the throttle and get things underway. And here at Thermal, we are about to go racing through the final corner. McLaren side by side, and now they go, and now we are racing. O'Ward to the lead. Palou up the inside, takes a little look at Christian Lundgaard, late on the brakes for your reigning champion Alex Palou. It's all very clean through the entire field, a little bunching at the rear, but Pato O'Ward has done everything he needed to do.
It's the battle for second right now. Palou on the outside, Lundgaard on the inside. He's going to take that spot now. Colton Herta trying to line up as we see. That's Marcus Ericsson in the Brian machine for Andretti going wide. Tons of places lost.
See how slow Ericsson had to go offline as McLaren stays 1-2. Christian Lundgaard just holding off Alex Palou there out of turn one. Single file for the first 7, starting to go too wide as Ferrucci working the high side, coming out of turn 6 to that long back straightaway. There's damage to one of the Prema cars.
So riding on board with Will Power, that's Pilot ahead of us in the Prema.
22nd position on the start. Oh, just drove right into the back. That wasn't his teammate, was it?
It was his teammate.
Scott McLaughlin and Devlin DiFrancesco. Looks like Devlin heavy into the side of McLaughlin, and then McLaughlin spinning. That's well before the the start flag.
Well before the start flag. Let's see, you're going to see the 30 of Devlin DiFrancesco up the inside, just sort of understeers into McLaughlin. They both get offline onto that dusty part. They both spin.
And there's dust on the track, guys.
Yeah, someone's gone off down there at, is it 9? I think that's turn 9, and that is Marcus Ericsson.
Let's see what happened. Just gets wide of the line, off into that light blue. You see all the dirt and marbles, and now he's just praying he doesn't hit a fence. Take a look at the move. Nolan Siegel getting passed by Will Power on the back straight, and Power had to go to the dirty side.
I like that. Nolan getting his elbows out a little bit, making it a little bit tougher on the two-time champion Will Power. Here he is on the board. You see him hit the button on his steering wheel. The push-to-pass activated. Hybrid being deployed. Chevy versus Chevy down into the brake zone. Clean, executed, good hard racing. You love to see that.
There goes Louis Foster on Siegel and overcooks it. So potentially Louis Foster locking up a little bit as we were just talking about it. And they're side by side once again.
The side of Foster has to duck out of it. The Englishman, Louis Foster, was on the push to pass, trying to make that move. Feels perhaps Nolan Siegel now under a bit of pressure, perhaps. And now he goes. Rasmussen up the inside of Louis Foster. That's a lovely move and gets it done.
You saw the left front lock up from Christian Rasmussen, and then that can allow us to get back to that Dallara cutaway car as Rasmussen.
Look at this battle here. Nolan Siegel once again getting the elbows out against a 6-time champion.
He did it with Will Power, a 2-time champion earlier, but the 6-timer getting it done, flexing some muscle there.
This is going to be the most important stop of the day for the 10. He's going to have a huge push to the end. He's got about 11 seconds to try and catch up to Pato O'Ward. Let's see if he can do it.
All right, so as Alex Palou goes out, remember, just a few laps ago, he was battling with Christian Lundgaard. The question is, how fast has Lundgaard been since the last stop? There you see Lundgaard. Remember, Palou will have more speed. Lundgaard gets ahead.
He has to make it work. He has to make it work now. He's exactly where he didn't want to be, which is stuck behind Lundgaard again.
Pato O'Ward had a perfect pit stop from his McLaren team. Looking very chill in the cockpit. He knows he has a comfortable gap, and there you see it. Second place, Lundgaard, not even close. Alex Palou, though, very close.
There he goes, up the inside. Alex Palou with the move on Christian Lundgaard finally, but Lundgaard gets it back alongside him, will edge him over the curbs. Side by side now on the run down, out of 1 and into 2. It's a right-hander. Palou will have the line and takes the position, but no! Lundgaard back again and up on the inside of him. Wonderful driving from these two as Palou tries now around the outside, and this will all lead them on through the switchbacks and onto the back section. Palou going one way and the other, and now up on the inside. Palou against Lundgaard. Has he? I think he has.
A quadruple cross-up. I've never seen that in IndyCar. 4 corners in a row.
It's not done yet. Both drivers on push to pass. Both drivers with dirty tires. Lundgaard now tries to do it. Palou with the block on the inside. Can he hold him? Yes, he can. It'll be hard for Christian to come back now, especially with those harder tires. And now it's all about head down, eyes forward, trying to close the 9-second gap, 9.5 to Pato O'Ward running in the lead.
Palou is coming for Pato O'Ward. Down the backstretch now, tucked up underneath him. O'Ward goes to defend. Palou has such speed and he's late on the brakes. Up on the inside, and that will be the lead of the race for Alex Palou, who started. It's power on Rossi. He's got through the bit very much between his teeth. Will Power is on an absolute charge. This then a replay of Will Power's move on Alexander Rossi. Not an easy one. He's going to go around the outside of him, is he? He is. That's a tough place to pass. It has been 5 years since a driver has won back-to-back races at the start of the season, but Alex Palou will do precisely that. He won in St. Pete. He wins at Thermal. Alex Palou